Yo guys, what's up and welcome to episode 12 of the Refresh SMP. I believe it's 12. And today we are starting things off where we left off in the last episode here at our new Advanced Systems District. Now we've got a couple of tweaks that need to be made. As you can see, the creeper and the skeletons are working just fine. The spider farm over here is also working just fine. We do have a slight issue where it only drops string. It won't actually drop spider eyes, which kind of sucks. Spider eyes will only drop on a player kill, not if it is only just being killed by the environment, unfortunately. So we've got a lot of work to do. We have a couple of bugs going on with this farm and with this area, and I will go over them all with you, and we will actually get them all worked out today. So, bug numero uno is the slime spawner just straight up is not working. I think what I'm probably going to do here is just swap this out for zombie spawner and collect rotten flesh, even though we don't really need rotten flesh, which is why I didn't have a zombie spawner. But I think it'll be fine if I just swap it out and then make a legit slime farm, which should be totally fine. There's slime chunks everywhere. It wouldn't be that hard to dig out one of these chunks, find a slime chunk or two, build that up, bring it over here, and then throw it in the storage system, because that would definitely be within range. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do with the slime farm, and just switch this out for zombie. Because this is not collecting spider eyes, that means we don't actually have a use for spider eyes, so this thing will probably become the rotten flesh. By the way, these are just spiders that I killed, which is why there's actual spider eyes in here. So this will become rotten flesh, the slime will stay, and that should fix that issue. By the way, I ran this farm overnight like I said I was going to do, and the rates look pretty good. So we've got about that much gunpowder, which if we take all this out, I don't know why it's having issues sorting into only one chest. But if we take that out, yeah, that's about a shulker of gunpowder in just one night. So that's about 3 stacks every hour, which in and of itself is not good, but considering the fact that I won't need this much gunpowder, really, it's all I'm gonna need, which is absolutely amazing. I shouldn't ever need any more arrows than this. I don't see why. Actually, I think we're already overflowing the bones chest. Yeah, that's because we had this previous skeleton farm running for a long time. And we have a lot more bones, so we got a lot of bones left over anyways. Yeah, and string wise, we might need some high levels of string if we build a giant cactus farm, or if we want to do wool and I don't want to build a sheep farm, which will build a sheep farm eventually, but for now we got a lot of string, which is nice. It could be better, but it could also be much worse, which is awesome. But the next bugs that we have here are going on is the blaze farm. It works, it spawns blaze, but they move very slowly. Most of the time they don't even end up in this little chamber here. So I think I'm either going to switch to a piston design or see if the water is going to be too much and kill them before they even get there, or if it won't work. The first thing I'm probably going to do is just switch out the lava for water, and if that doesn't work, then I will do a piston pusher design and use pistons to push them into the little chamber here. World Skeleton Farm is working just fine, except for the fact that it isn't actually filtering out the wither skeleton skulls. What is probably going on is if I run all the way back here to the filter, let's go back here. Whee! Yep, so if we come all the way back here, what is probably going on is this filter right here isn't actually catching them, probably because items float. So if I go in here, yep, we've got the wither skeleton skulls in there, so it should be working, but items float. So probably what's happening is at this point they are too high and aren't getting actually sucked up by this hopper here, so they end up just, you know, running down here and getting shot up and then removed. So the easy solution would just be to take this item filter and move it down here. So that's probably what we're going to start with, but just as an overall list, so you guys know what we're going to do, and then I will catch back with you guys. The first thing we're going to do is just slap a zombie spawner instead of a slime. Oh gosh, woo! Did not mean to do that. A zombie spawner instead of a a zombie spawner instead of a slime spawner in this area, in this little chamber right here. Replace the spider eye section with a rotten flesh section, and then fix the filter, move it down a little bit so that we can actually collect our wither skeleton skulls. We will also replace our lava with water, and then I'll be right back with you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that, and first thing I need to do is go grab my rotten flesh. So I'll be right back once I got all that done. Alrighty guys, so we are back, and we've fixed up pretty much all the issues here. So over here, we've just switched out our slime for zombie, and if we go, I guess, a little bit lucky, there you go. Yep, you can see zombies are spawning there, and then the zombies obviously drop rotten flesh, and the rotten flesh goes in here where the spider eyes would have gone, and we get rotten flesh instead of spider eyes, which is fine. It works all fine. We are still going to have slime here. It's not going to actually produce anything for now, but eventually it will produce slime, and we'll just do an old school slime chunk slime farm, probably off, around here. We've definitely got a slime chunk somewhere here. We'll have to find it, but that's okay. And then the blaze spawner seems to be working fine, and our wither skeleton spawner is all fixed up as well. So if we come down here real quick, whenever we kill the wither skeletons, it does get fairly backed up pretty quickly, but we do get our wither skeleton skulls down here. We have the hand of God for killing these wither skeletons, and we also have the blaze spawners. We do have a slight issue with the blaze spawner where with the water streams, they do actually, like you can hear it, they take a lot of damage, and if we watch here, they move much faster, but a lot of times they kind of just end up dying anyways. So let's see if these ones happen to make it. Yep, so that one died, and that one died. So yeah, not the best. Definitely needs tweaked still, but it's better than the lava, because this actually gets them to us. We'll probably end up doing a piston design, and we'll have to fix that as well, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it as water just for now, and we'll switch it out later. But I'll show you what I did on the back end to fix that just real quick. If we come around here, and then go all the way back here, I have changed it from a dispenser, I guess, dropper system to just pure hoppers. It just hoppers along and then gets dropped out right here into the water stream. And then this hopper has the item filter here, and it filters out the wither skeleton skulls, which is totally fine by me. This does the same thing, no filter, just sends blaze rods on up, and that is totally awesome. Now down here, we're gonna have to build our Shulker Farm, which I haven't quite decided where it's gonna go. But that will be in the plans, and then above it we'll build the iron farm. But I think the first thing we're going to do right now is start work on this shulker farm. So I'm going to lay down pretty much all the groundwork here, and not put the shulker in yet, but once we come back I'll put the shulker in and we'll watch it, and it should hopefully be running, and we should be farming shulker shells as well. So I'll catch you guys when I'm done with that. Alright, welcome back guys. It is actually many days later than the previous clip. I've been pretty busy doing I guess Twitch stuff and other stuff. I don't know, man. I just took a break from the server for a while, but we're back. I'm gonna try to get back into it because we're not done here. Right here is the shulker farm, and basically the way it works is you put iron golems in there. The shulker will spawn on the outside of these blocks here because they can't spawn on anything else, except for the fact that I believe Sona Teriso, or whoever, I believe Sona, it's probably Sona, he runs the server and hosts it, and the server runs through Paper MC. I'm assuming he just added some kind of plugin that kind of prevents this farm from working. So basically what happens is the shulkers will spawn on top of fence gates, just kind of floating in the air, even though they're not supposed to. It's very weird. I don't understand it. But yeah, essentially this farm will not work. And there might be ways around it, maybe with slabs or something. I don't know though, and I honestly, I don't see myself being able to figure it out because it would take a lot of testing, and I'd have to buy a lot of shulker stuff. I've already spent, yeah, a lot of money already, so I think what we're gonna do, unfortunately, is just scrap it. To be honest with you, we're just gonna have to scrap the fact that we could have an automatic shulker farm, because I don't see how we can. Now, to be honest with you, I don't think it's possible, unfortunately. But we still also have, let's go on up here, one more project that, oh my gosh, come on, one more project that we need to get done before we can call this area complete. Other than fixing the blaze spawner, which I will do at a later date, the next thing we need to do is hook up our iron farm, and of course build a slime farm as well, but we're going to ignore that part because that's a lot of work as well, and I will do that at a later date. Yeah, so we need to hook up the iron farm. I originally talked about moving the iron farm all the way down here, clearing out space above here and moving it down. I am now thinking I'll probably just hook it all up to this central iron farm, or central area right here, and add a little filter to it. So I'm going to get started on hooking some of that stuff up, and I will be right back with you once I've got, I guess, the majority of it pretty much done. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty guys, so we're back, and as you can see, I have emptied out my iron farm, and I have gone ahead and connected it. I'll go ahead and show you some of the piping from the inside here. You can see if I come around this way, which there's a lot of stuff out here, man. This is a big area. I can feel the frames, I'm sure you can too. Yeah, so this pipe here leads up and out all the way over here. You can kind of see it actually right there. It runs here, and then out this way, and then connects to, you can see it there as well. It goes here, here, and then here, all the way down into our little system here. And it is working away. You can hear the trashinator there. I was trying to pause so you could hear that. Just spitting out poppies left and right. Because it's already hooked up. I don't have a filter for the poppies on yet, so it's not actually collecting bone meal. I might go ahead and do that and switch from Shulkers to, what? Okay, that's weird. Don't know how that got in there. But switch this from Shulker shells to bone meal so that we can go ahead and get that going. But as you can see, yeah, we've already collected quite a bit of iron, and this place is becoming quite the lag fest. Like, it is, it's bad. It's real bad up in here. But we've already gotten quite a good amount of resources from this whole area here. And I'm not going to bother crafting these back into ingots and then throwing them in here. I'm probably just going to throw these in my normal storage system over here. But with all that, we're going to call this area done for now. We've still got a few things left to do, such as fixing up the blaze farm, which is okay because for now it's been pumping out quite a bit. A decent amount. I don't really use blaze rods that often, so I mean this is fine for me. Yeah, so we can fix up the blaze farm, build a slime farm, replace the shulkers with bone meal, and we're good. We don't have time to do that in this episode, or maybe we have time. I don't want to, and I'm not going to do that in this episode. But next episode we will return with another off-project base, as we have done. If you haven't realized, oops, sorry, I thought I left an ender chest down there. If you haven't realized already, I try to do, let's see, one project build, or one base project, excuse me. And then after doing one base project, I will switch it back, and we will go back to doing let me grab an empty shulker from here. I should have an empty shulker box. There we go. Let's see, let's empty this out. Come on, boy. Come on. Yeah. Yes, I tried to do one base project, and then after we do a base project episode, I will do an off-base project episode, or game episode, or something like that. In next episode, I believe we're going to start work on an ender, which is pretty awesome. I've actually never built one before, even though they're pretty easy to build, and I'm pretty excited for it, because I really want one. So we're going to build an ender next episode. But this episode was pretty great. We got our advanced systems well, not all done, but done to the point of we're good with it. And then after that, we can come over here and start work on bioscience. That's going to have a lot of space we need to, like, a lot. Like, it's probably going to be our biggest section, other than maybe the storage room, but possibly even bigger. So that's going to be absolutely nuts. But yeah, so some of the projects stay unfinished. Like, I don't know why the villager breeder here isn't working, but yeah, stuff I need to work on as well. That's all we got for this episode. I'm assuming, I haven't done any of the editing yet, but I'm assuming this was a rather shorter one, and I apologize for that. I just haven't been in the mood to play on the server recently, to be honest with you. We've got a lot of stuff done, and I want to finish this project for you guys, and I know this episode came out a little bit late, but I still hope you guys enjoyed, despite all of those things, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. But until then, peace out, boys!